Hey all, and welcome back to Empyrion. I believe this will be episode 3. When we left off, we were starting our base. I'd gotten a generator put over here. I got the fuel tank taken care of. Let's take a look. It's been a few days. We got plenty of fuel in there. And I got a constructor made so we can start to take apart our escape pod. Do these stack? Yes, they do. And I need to hurry up, get this base started and built so I can get a hovercraft made so we can do some faster mining and stuff. And then I want to gather a bunch of materials, and I want to go to space. I don't want to get too advanced or too far ahead of myself in this game. But a few of the people that are... Wow, 35, okay. A few of the people that are making games on this already in here, that they've been, a couple of them have already been into space. They've got their hovercraft made, and I'm just running behind. But, you know, I'm doing like one video a day if I'm lucky, and I'm fixing to have to start splitting my time with my son somehow, once we figure that out. And a lot of them are putting up 2 or 3 different videos a day, and it's hard to kind of keep up. Leave me alone, fly. I'm doing a face cam on this. I've had a couple of responses on it. A couple of people said they wouldn't mind the face cam. They just want me to try to do something and be careful with it of not covering things up, like up there in the upper right hand corner where the temperature and the time of the day and all that kind of stuff is. Now, it's been a few days since I've been able to play this, so bear with me while I get my bearings. We've got, looks like we got plenty of those blocks. I've got all my guns lined up, my basic tools. Plant grow lights, I don't need those right away. Oh, I need to build, let's see. Okay, yeah, here. I've got this stuff made already, and I don't remember if I did that in the last video or not. But I went ahead and made a bunch of this stuff. We've got our oxygen station, our food processor, our oxygen tank, and our fridge. And I was in the middle of trying to figure out how I was going to do this. This base started to look a lot like cages, and I don't want it to be a copycat from that. Who knows though? From the first start of the base, you know, it might end up being that way, but it's, believe me, it's not going to be on purpose, I promise. If it does. So this was going to be engineering. I'm not going to need a whole lot over here. I'm going to need some, I'm going to need probably a couple more fuel tanks depending on what I get going in here. So what I think, number one, I want to use interior walls. That you see from the inside. So let's extend this out 1. Is it 1 I want to go? Nope, let's go out 2. Because from the outside, it's going to be pretty thick and it's going to use a lot of resources. But from the outside, I want you to see, you know, these walls. Jetpack. And then from the inside, I want you to see interior walls. So what I need is I need 2 blocks. I need it to be 2 deep. I need it to be at least 2 deep on each side so I can get the interior walls in without seeing the interior walls on the outside. What does that sound? Oh, I know you're not. No. No, you're not. I'm not ready for that escape pod to go anywhere. I didn't know those guys roamed the planet. I thought they kind of stuck around the structures and stuff. He was shooting my escape pod, bastard. You got any buddies around here? Alright, no, I think he's by himself. That'll teach you. I hope you sent out a warning to all your buddies before I ended your days. Yeah, alright. So we got some fuel tanks and ammo, or fuel tanks and ammo off of him. I'll take that. Shooting my escape pod. How dare him. My oxygen's a little low. Wait a minute, I got plenty of oxygen. I just need to get these oxygen tanks built on the base. Pick up some plasma on the way. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Change colors. Alright, so as I was saying, I don't want the exterior walls showing on the inside. So, there we go. Oh, and I'm out. I need to make some more. And I will, it's going to look awful blocky right at the beginning, guys, but as the time goes on, as the videos goes on, as the game goes on, we will decorate the outside and make it look better. Alright, so we've got that placed. Let's get... Alright. But, I need some more, though. Damn it. I need some more. Let's make some more. Yeah, I got plenty of plates. Okay, so... let's make a bunch more of these blocks. There we go. And let's get a few so I can place these interior walls. Alright. Hey Blake, would you go let Maddie in, please? Thanks, sir. Alright. So, anyway, what I was starting to say a while ago is I'm not going to need a whole lot... Damn it, I don't have any interior walls yet either, do I? Have I made any? I want to outline the inside. Okay. There was interior walls. Where are they at? Interior block. Let's stop this. Move you over here. Here, let's take you all out. There we go. Add some. Let's take a few away. We don't need that many. And then let's add you guys back in there. And turn you back on. Interior walls, they look like they take a little bit longer, but come on, I need about 4 or 5. And later on, guys, I want you to watch me, you know, placing stuff and stuff like that. But when I'm doing a lot of crafting and getting stuff ready to craft, getting materials made, getting the components made and stuff like that, I will be pausing the video or speeding it up, so you guys don't have to watch that. Looks like these all look the same. Well, no, they look a little different, top and bottom, but that's cool. Okay. So what we want... Alright. So let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, so we know that that's what we want there. Alright, and then engineering. This wall is going to come out like this. There. Let's grab some more. Getting to be nightfall. So what I think I'm going to do now, you guys got the general idea. I'm going to get the oxygen tank down. I'm going to get the fridge down. I'm going to get some of these interior walls down. I'm going to pause the recording, and I will see you back. It's getting to be nightfall. I'll probably wait until in the morning unless something exciting happens or something I think of that I want to talk to you about. See you in a few. Alright, I'm back, and I have spent, I don't know, about 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours figuring out what I want to do and everything. I've made a couple of supply runs over to the iron and the copper over there. I went over here to the Promethium deposit, completely cleaned that out so I'd have enough Promethium to make some more fuel. I went over here and took the escape pod completely apart. And hey, pre-alpha, it's really early, guys. You got to remember that in these games, especially this one. I took the escape pod apart. It's completely gone, but it shows that it's still there. The Promethean's all gone, but it shows that it's still there. Hey, alpha, but look what I did. And I didn't want to put it all on camera. I could have done a time lapse, I guess, but with this game, I'm so new to the crafting and everything and how it works that, you know, I just... oh, I got hair sticking up back here. What's up with that? Proberts alfalfa going on. There we go. Hey, yeah, I'm not vain. Anyway, I'm just being so new to the crafting, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do and everything. So here is the base so far. And it's rough. It looks real blocky. It looks industrial. I need to paint it. I need to put on some round blocks, corner blocks, blah, 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 to make it look good. This is probably the most elaborate build that I've ever done in any of the survival crafting kind of games that I've played. And I like this game so much that it just made me want to build, and it made me want to keep going, and I want to do more. I want to round these corners up. I want to make it look good. I want to do some painting. I'm hoping they come up with a bunch more colors. I haven't made the paint gun yet. I did make me the repair tool, and I took those coffee beans that I had. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I got some coffee beans, I think, off that ship that we raided, and I made me coffee. I haven't tried that yet. It gives like 200 stamina. So I'm going to save that and use it, you know, at a good point. I've got me a ton of oxygen bottles. I've got me a ton of fuel inside. And the rest of this video, I think, is going to be a tour of the base and what I've got so far. I've got a couple of lights on the outside up front so we can see around at night. Man, it was dark. I put lights on the inside. Are we ready? And I'm still, I don't know if you guys saw that other video. I'm making this one before I've gotten it up. I'm waiting for a name. As soon as I get a name for this, we'll get it named, and I'll probably put that name in here with the paint colors somehow. But let's take you inside. Welcome to my humble abode. Most of the outside walls are 2 blocks thick, and that's because I used interior walls for the inside. And I'm going to do some painting in here too. And I've got all the metal. And what I'm going to do later on is I'm going to take, oh, I can't see it here. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to take, and I'll probably destroy some walls or floors, and I'll replace them with different blocks. I made me a medical station. I got my oxygen tank and my oxygen station. This is going to be my medical, basically my medical room. Not a whole lot of room. I don't need a whole lot of room. All I need is room to get stuff done. But I've got these two together, and I was playing with it, and you can actually walk up to these and refill your health and oxygen at the same time. The oxygen tank, I've been keeping it full. The one thing I think I want to add in here is another storage. I want to add another storage container in here to put the extra oxygen in. Over here, we've got engineering. We've got our core, our generator, our fuel tank. Lots of fuel in there. We've got a storage crate up here, part of the wall. And we've got 12 fuel in there. And then over here is our crafting storage room. I lined the wall with storage containers. Probably won't ever use them all, but hey, I've got them. I've got extra oxygen in here, which I'll go ahead and put these in here too. And I found out they stack to 50. I don't think I have. There's one other of these containers. This one. I've got building materials in. And in here, what I was talking about earlier is we'll go through some of these blocks and we'll make some, you know, living room, kitchen floors, stuff like that to decorate the inside of the station. But right now, one of my main goals is I want to hurry up. I've still got to make my my hovercraft and then a spaceship after that. So engineering, crafting. It looks like a really big base, but when you come inside, it's just enough to get the job done. Now, except in here. Now, this is the kitchen area. I've got my refrigerator and my food processor, and it's pretty empty. Pretty empty. I don't have anything really in here. Back here in hydroponics, I need to get some more stuff to be able to make some more plots. We're going to have the farm plots all the way down here, and I've got the UV lights staggered, or you know, every other block. And this ought to give us plenty of vegetables and stuff like that. I've already picked them a couple of times. Got stuff in the refrigerator. I went and killed one animal. I got a salami in there, but I got a lot of emergency rations off that ship, so I'm still just kind of going through those. I'll probably end up saving them once I get some more food built up to where we can get some of this stuff made. I mean, we're in space, and stranded on a planet, we have to have a burger and some fries, don't we? Some waffles, a hamburger, a veggie burger, not a veggie burger, fruit pie. So there we go. That's the bottom floor, except for now over here I've put a door, added some stairs going down so we can get into the water to get over here to our oxygen generator and our water purifier. And then let me take you upstairs. Upstairs, and you can see where I've spent a lot of time just crafting stuff to be able to build the station here. This is going to be our living room, living quarters, bedroom, and we'll get that decorated slowly, you know, as the series goes on. And I put in one light up here. I just didn't feel like, didn't I? Yeah, I thought I did. Huh, maybe I didn't. I thought I put a light in, but I guess not. So we got our windows overlooking our hydroponics there, and you know, we can see that crash ship over there. I was playing with windows a little bit. I kind of like the way this looked, especially from the outside. And then over here is our door going out to where we're going to build our ships at. Kind of built a few towers here with lights all the way around so we can see that from the outside approaching, and then also to give us light out here. You can see that it's real blocky and needs to be finished. I'm going to put in some angles and stuff to cover up those interior walls. I want to put in some rounded corners and stuff to smooth these sides out. And do I have my jetpack on? No, I don't. I went ahead and covered. Oh, come on. No, I didn't cover. I didn't cover these interior blocks and stuff here yet because I didn't know if I wanted to add another floor or not. I'm waiting to find out. Now, one thing I am going to do though is down here I'm going to paint some blocks, you know, as like a landing pad, landing area. And depending on how big our ships are going to be, you know, is what's going to depend on what we need. Next episode, and I'll show you what I'm going to be working on then. I think I've got plenty of blocks. Here is what we're going to be working on next. Right here, create ground vessel. So what you want to do is you want to look in the direction of where you want it pointed. And I'm thinking that once I get it made, well, I've got an idea what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to go off any kind of Star Wars thing. Mine's not going to be a speeder bike or a land speeder or anything. But I've got an idea if I can pull it off. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. But let's go ahead and get started. Maybe you guys will be able to guess. Down in the comments, let me know what you think it's going to be. Any of you seen my Space Engineers video? Seen that I did one really crazy build on that, and it turned out really good. It took me 2 days to do it. This isn't going to take me that long though, I promise. And no, I'm not doing the exact same thing. So create ground vessel, we'll hit that. It's going to drop down. You got your arrow on your core here to let you know that this is the front, this is the direction of main travel. And we had 33 blocks, I believe. We got 8 left. It takes 25 blocks in your inventory to be able to make that. Now I've got to lay out my base and figure out what I'm going to do. I mean, I got it in my head, so I got to think. I'll probably end up putting blocks and then destroying them. That gives me 5. The core there is where I'm going to have the cockpit. Alright. So, let's go down and make some more blocks. And I hope this isn't too boring for you guys. This is why I did a lot of this building off camera, though. So I could, at the end of this, kind of start this one here. Start this build. I'm starting to run low on materials. And I'm going to have to run back and forth. And before the next video, that's probably what I'm going to do off camera. Is run back and forth to get some more materials. We're going to need a bunch of blocks. I think, yeah, metal plates were out. Takes 5 iron ingots. How much iron do we have left? We have 65 left. So 5, 12, 60, 13. So we're going to get 13 metal plates, and then the blocks take 2 metal plates. So I'm only going to get probably 5 more blocks. I think what I'm going to have to do is cut this video short, and then I'm going to have to go over to the other ship over there that we raided, and I'm going to have to tear it apart. Or if I don't do that, I'm going to have to run all the way over there to where the iron's at. Yeah, you can see it right there. Run over there and get a bunch more iron, because I have gone through the iron building this station. Let's see. Let's wait and see. I think I figured that right. 13. Am I going to end up with 13 out of that? Oh, well, I already had some in the inventory. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I didn't look. I think you get 10 per. Yep, you get 10 per. So let's see how many blocks we'll get. Let's go back to components. Alright, so we're out. Yep. Go back to our blocks. Let's make all these blocks that we can. And I doubt we're going to have enough. We can go ahead and make some more fuel. Might as well. It just takes the promethium pellets, and we got plenty of that. Outputs 2. That'll give us 120. We've got some electronics and stuff we are going to need. I am going to try to remember this without looking it up. We're going to need a generator. Capital vessel, ground vessel. We're going to need a generator. What are we missing here? 2 control devices. So let's go to electronics. Let's get 2 of those. And we should be able to make 1 of those. We're going to need fuel tanks. Now, I want to be able to explore pretty good. I am going to make 2 of those, but I think... Is it already in my inventory? Oh, it's the inventory in here. Yeah, we got 1 fuel tank where we made an extra one earlier by mistake. So, we'll make 1 more fuel tank. And then... Wait a minute. Was that a fuel tank? That was a fuel tank, wasn't it? Fuel, okay. Ground vehicle, small vehicle, capital vessel, base, capital vessel, base. Alright, so we're going to end up with 2 fuel tanks. Generator. It's a bad thing about it. Each time this ends up crafting, when you're over your tooltips here, it starts over, so you have to get off of it. Metal components. We're missing capacitor device. Control device, power coils. What's the power coils? Gravity generator. Ooh, that would come in handy for mining on the asteroids, creating a gravity generator, so the ore doesn't float away. These are our cockpits. Power coil. Is that going to be in electronics? More than likely. Right there, power coil. What do we need for that? Sathium ingot. I don't need sathium, do I? I don't think I have sathium. Alright, so I'm doing something wrong. Looking at something wrong there. What was I thinking I need that for? Capital vessel base. Okay, so I don't need that. So I don't need the generator. Or wait, there it is. That generator. Needed 2 control devices. Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm thinking. A little bit of a headache today. So, okay. Capital vessel base, ground vessel. So we got that. We got the fuel tanks. What else do we need? I want oxygen. So ground vehicle, small vehicle, oxygen tank. Need another control device. And we'll get that made. Then it's oxygen tank to store. We need an oxygen station. Ground vehicle. Ground vehicle, small vessel. Ground vessel, small vessel. Okay, so we need another control device. And one of those. And hopefully we still have enough stuff. I might end up having to go back. Right now it's showing that I have computers and cables and all that. I'll probably have to go back and get those stuff made, but I'll do that off camera. Don't need an oxygen generator. Don't need a water generator. I do need a fridge. So let's cross our fingers, hope we got the stuff. Make another control device. Make a fridge. And then I need a couple of storage containers. Metal plates and control devices. So let's go with 2 more. And we're out of iron. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to end the video here. And when you guys see me next time, I am going to have all the supplies, try to have all the supplies ready. And we're going to get our hovercraft made. And I think it's going to be pretty cool if I can pull it off. So we'll have to think of a name for that. I don't know. Fat Boy, Road King. Maybe that'll tell you what I want to try to do. Have a good day. Have a good time. Never stop having fun. Till I see you again. Later.